after one of the most disappointing Master Set player choices that we've gotten in Hockey Ultimate Team, potentially in quite some time. I gotta be honest, the content team has kind of low-key redeemed themselves, because the last few days, they have given us some fire content. Let's go take a look at it. All right, he should have been a Master Set player, but we'll accept this. The 90 Dany Heatley, the All-Star. As one of the 4 All-Star Game MVP cards that were released, this thing is a weapon, as it should be. He comes with Power Forward and Sniper Forward, as well as Agile Dangler and Shooting Boost, and when you combine both of these shooting synergies, 99 shot across the board because it's Dany Heatley. He comes with Gold Unstoppable Force, Puck on a String, Make It Snappy, and Silver One-Timer, meaning that you've got all your bases covered when it comes to shooting with this card. He's also got 94 Speed, Excel, 93 Agility to go along with mid to high 90s hand stats. Defensively, it's a mess, but it should be. He's 6'4", 218. This just looks like one of the most fun cards in the game, and I think the new benchmark in trying to decide if content is actually good or not is how much does cards being released make you want to spend money. And I gotta be honest with you, for the first time all year long, this combined with the fastest skaters that we got the other day, I low-key want to spend some money. I didn't, but I kind of want it. Next, we've got the 90 overall Daniel Briere from, I believe, the 07 All-Star game. If memory serves, I was living in Buffalo at that time, and man, the Dany Briere Buffalo Sabres, one of the most wagon teams in hockey history. He's got Sniper and Playmaking Forward, as well as Playmaking and Agile Dangler Boost, 96 Speed, Excel, 95 Agility, 93 Endurance, a decent shot in the mid-90s. Hand stats are in the mid-90s as well. Defensively, not very good. You really can't play him at center with only 85 draws. He's got Gold Elite Edges, Unstoppable Force, Ankle Breaker, and Wheels. I would love it if they, like, redid some of these abilities, like maybe make Gold Unstoppable Force with Silver Edges as an example, but really can't complain. If you were looking for a Daniel Briere card, this is a very good one. Then another big one, literally, the 90 Eric Daze, 6'6", 235, Power and Sniper Forward, Checking and Agile Dangler Boost, Gold Big Rig, No Contest, Back at Ya, and Close Quarters. I'm actually kind of glad that they gave him kind of awful abilities. Back at Ya is obviously going to be pretty fun in the landscape, but he's so big anyways that you really don't need it. And Close Quarters did receive a pretty big nerf this year. It's still impactful, but it's not like they gave him Elite Edges or anything like that. 92 Speed, 92 Excel, 90 Agility, 95 Balance, and again, he's 6'6", 235. That's unbelievable. He does have 85 Endurance, so that does help kind of negate the fact he might be overpowered. His shots in the mid-90s, hand stats are around 90 as well, and body checking's up at 90. If you've used his cards in the past in Hockey Ultimate Team, his cards are cracked. And then lastly, we've got the 90 Joe Sakic. Joe Sakic cards, specifically the Captain card and his icon earlier on in the year, were very impactful. They have been good cards. He's got Sniper Forward and Shooting Boost to really bump up that shot, but it's already really high in terms of his wrist shot. He does have Speed Boost in his second slot, getting him to 96 speed. 94 acceleration means he's a very fast skater. Gold Make It Snappy does have some value. Tape to Tape, Born Leader, and Elite Edges, so some decent superstar abilities as well. 90 face-offs, meaning that you can use him on the draws. I think he plays more like a winger, specifically with this card, but still a very good option for you. On to the team of the week, and they went and did the damn thing. We'll start first with Connor McDavid, which will boost his team of the year up to 94, along with 2 other team of the year winners. Sniper Forward, Agile Dangler Boost, as well as Playmaking Forward and Defensive Boost, so that can help out his face-off rating and defensive awareness. Gold Unstoppable Force, Tape to Tape, Shock and Awe, and Ankle Breaker. 98 Speed, Excel, and Agility. These are the things about Connor McDavid cards that as you get higher and higher, there becomes a point at which, because his skating gets maxed out, you really don't need to chase the higher overall ones. Like this 94 is going to be incredible for the majority of the game because his skating is almost maxed out already. So a great option if you were able to pack him. Another team of the year upgrade in the 94, Matthew Tkachuk. He's got Enforcer Forward, Power Forward, as well as Speed Boost, Agile Dangler, and Checking Boost. So with Speed Boost, his Team of the Week card can get up to 90 speed, and then his Enforcer Forward will get him to 94. His shot is in the mid-90s, hand stats are almost maxed, body checking is great as well, and he's got Gold Total Eclipse. I've talked about this in my YouTube shorts. Gold Total Eclipse is very interesting because it will only light up when you've got the opposing goaltender in a screened state, meaning that you can almost stare at Matthew Matthew Tkachuk in front of the goaltender and let it go once you see this icon below his skates. He's also got Big Tipper to make it even more fun for anyone that doesn't have the Team of the Year version. Nikita Kucherov's insane year rolls on with a 94 here. He's got 5'11", 181 in terms of size, playmaking and sniper forward, speed boost, agile dangler, and shooting boost. So he's got 96 speed with speed boost, 95 excel, 97 agility, 82 endurance. They really need to figure out a way to help out with players at lower endurance, because at the start of the year, they made that change where endurance wasn't going to increase as overalls went up because they didn't want to mess with the full pressure system. However, cards that have come out recently are in the 90s. So it really hammers the value of this Nikita Kucherov card with 82 endurance. I also want to point out that endurance matters more on forwards because they are more likely to be the ones that go end to end multiple times, whether you lose the puck in the offensive zone, you've got to rush all the way back. Defensemen can hold their stamina a little bit longer because they're not rushing all the way up the ice into the offensive zone most cases, right? So something to keep in mind that when it comes to defensemen with lower endurance, it's really not going to matter as much. Specifically like Oliver Bonk, for example, people that have used him, they don't run out of energy with him extremely quick unless you're going fully end-to-end. Now, this Kucherov card's got gold puck on a string, 1T, elite edges, and unstoppable force, so a great combo here. Hell, they even showed love to Nathan McKinnon finally. Power forward, playmaking forward, as well as playmaking, shooting, and checking boost. Checking boost really helps out with that, again, lower endurance rating. He's got gold back at you, which could be really fun on Nathan McKinnon. Heat Seeker, which has been very impactful because of the buff to it that it received earlier in the year. No contest on unstoppable force, so a very fun card all the way around. Max hand stats, and he's got 90 on the faceoffs, so you can use him at center if you want to use him there. Want to touch quickly on this 84 Gavin McKenna from the WHL. Again, I've talked about this earlier in the year, but this is for newer players. When there's silver cards that get Team of the Week cards or live moment cards and get upgrades, what they'll do is they'll just throw, let's say, +7 to whatever his silver card is, right? When they do that, some of their stats get jacked up very high because the silver cards at launch of the game have okay skating or okay shot to make them not completely useless if you were to play with a full base team. Still pretty useless, but 91 speed, 90 acceleration, 94 agility isn't bad for anyone first starting out with the game. As well, his shot power is actually pretty good as well. Everything else not very good, but just you can get this card for the bare minimum, and if that's the case, that's a decent buy. We've also got Nicholas Roy, Jordan Martell, Logan Stankoven, Oscar Lindbergh, Liam Greentree, Jan Urbis, and Jonathan Fauchon. And again, if you want to take a look at any of these cards, guys, and you're not at home, you're not at your console, just visit Hut Hub, my Hut database website. We've got all these cards loaded up immediately. On to defense, and we got a great Adam Fox card. Offensive and two-way defenseman, which will max out his defensive awareness with two-way activated, as well as defensive boost and shooting boost. But the real big positive here is that he got gold shutdown. I think that, especially with the most recent patch, hitting has become much more difficult because of the nerf to the speed boost you would get when holding down the check. So because that's gone, you can't really run into players as fast, and that really hurt especially smaller players when it comes to body checking. So shutdown in general is going to be very important. He's also got 94 speed, 95 excel and agility, and max defensive awareness. Elite edges as well is pretty nice, especially silver, because it reduced cost to be able to keep left and right with the forwards that you are defending. So a pretty decent Adam Fox card. Moritz Seider gets a card at 87 overall with speed boost. Just a very slow skater at this point. If you are looking for a right-handed defenseman, I would probably look elsewhere. Unless you are a fan, he does have gold truculence, which is great. Nick Leddy and Thomas Harley get cards, as well as Sammy Vatanen and Charles-Edouard Dasteau. That had to be close. And then in net, we got the 85 Stuart Skinner. I gotta be honest with you. Look at these guys. What a rebound in terms of their season. Good lord. Stuart Skinner at 6'4", 206 has Silver Whirlwind, which did receive a pretty big buff in terms of energy gained if you were to get it activated. Stats are whatever. And then Ilya Samsonov also got a Team of the Week card for his great play with light work, which does appear to be one of the better abilities in the game now for goaltenders. Just taking a look at some of the Team of the Year upgrades, they did get a skating increase, so now you've almost got 99 excel and 99 speed, which is pretty huge because then it isn't required to have them activated, but you're more than likely going to still want to for other players that are on your team. Also, McKinnon and getting the 90 face-off is a pretty good benchmark as well, because you can throw defensive boost on him, and now he's got 94 face-offs, which again will help if you want to play him at center. Connor McDavid, cracked as always, 91 face-offs now, and again, almost maxed out skating with that upgrade to his 94. And then a look at Matthew Tkachuk. It is still going to be a little while before his skating really catches up. There will come a time when he gets to 95 or 96, where because other attributes have hit 99, for them to actually tick the next overall, he's going to get a big bump to speed and excel to get up to that overall benchmark. I'm not sure when it'll be, but I would guess around 96, so you just gotta wait a little bit longer and you're gonna get just an unbelievable card. Not that he isn't good already. That's gonna do it for today's content. Let me know what you think in the comments section down below. I'll see you next time. Have a good one.